It is true God called you to that business, but you will keep failing until strategy comes. Strategy is like the battery that powers the clock of your destiny. Have you seen someone buy a new clock, a wall clock, and there's no battery there? The clock has potentials, and yet it cannot move, it cannot work. For someone, you came for Koinonia tonight, not necessarily because you are sick in your body, you're not trusting God for healing per se, but is that your life, you'll be marking time. From January till now, you need strategy. When it's time to pray, pray this with all your heart. When God began to speak to us about carrying this apostolic fire to the nations, I went to God in prayer and I said, God, there has to be a strategy. These things need finances. These things need the participation of nations. You are stepping into nations with different policies, different biases. The world is no longer a safe place. It's not enough to just give a marching order. What is the strategy? Can I tell you, it's not God's responsibility to spoon feed you with the strategy. Strategy is a product of hunger. It is your hunger that drives you to stay and say, I will not move until it comes. I have received the prophetic word. I have received the green light, but send me the strategy. God told Moses, go to Pharaoh and advocate the exodus of God's people. Moses said, not like that. I know Pharaoh. I know Egypt. I was born. I lived there. What is the strategy? And he said, take that rod. Now is the rod of God wherewith you would do wonders. And Moses said, that's fine, let's go. Strategies. Who told you your business cannot rise? Who told you the reason you are suffering is just because rates are high? While we sympathize with those things and we pray that things go down, but it's not the truth. That's not the reason. There is a strategy behind the prophecy that you will be a house owner. If you don't get the strategy, the prophet, you will become mocked by that. Moses, you are going to be a deliverer, but make sure the strategy is known. Moses did not know the strategy, so he killed an Egyptian by inventing his own strategy. He was a deliverer, but because he did not have a strategy, he took initiative, and that cost him a lot. It is dangerous to use your own strategy to try to bring God's vision. Using your own strategy is another way of giving your hands to Satan and say, change my destiny. It's not only prophecy you should receive. Who is God speaking to today? I believe someone, you came to church tonight. This is your miracle service. You're a man of God, no doubt. His grace is on your life, no doubt. You copy blindly, you will suffer as if God did not call you. You have to stay. What is the strategy? There has to be a strategy for my joy, a strategy for my peace, a strategy for my rising, a strategy for my excelling. How am I supposed to live?